Hello everyone, welcome to another track guide. This week we're at Interlagos. Let's get out on the circuit. So long pit exit here. Nothing to worry about as we won't be making any pit stops this week. No planned ones anyway. So when we exit, we're coming out between turns 3 and 4. Turn 4 is a very difficult exit. We can't use any of this AstroTurf on the outside without getting on 1X. Same goes for 5. Turn 6 is quite difficult in the Audi. Going to make sure we get the second apex. And then straighten the car up for braking into 7. Hug the apex through this twisty section of the circuit. Down into second gear for the slowest corner on the track. Don't worry about the exit too much there, you want to keep the car over to the right to open out that next left-hander. Then we come into the last braking zone, Yun Sao, which is important to get a good exit to carry the momentum all the way onto the back straight, the main straight. That kink there is quite difficult, you have to make sure you stay out wide and open it out, otherwise you'll end up on the grass. So let's take a look at a lap. We're going to brake just before the 100 meter marker, going into turn 1, down into second gear. Sacrifice the exit to open out the next part, and again, up into third. Wait until the front starts to bite and then get back on the throttle. It's the first 3 turns dealt with. And we're braking just before the 100 again, about 150. Down into second, I've missed the apex by a month. Up into third, don't run too wide, you can use the curbing, you can't use the AstroTurf. Down into third for turn 6. Make sure we get that second apex, I've missed it. And then down into second, use all the curb there, you can use a lot of curb in that turn. Late apex, leave it in second gear, open this out as much as we can, but then stay right on the exit. Up to third gear, again wait for the nose of the car to start to turn, and try and get back on the throttle as soon as you can. Second gear for Yun Sao. Early back on the throttle. Stay out to the right. Up into fourth, turn in. If you get the line spot on, you can stay flat all the way through there. Right, let's try and do a faster lap. Just off track that lap. And it's very easy to pick up off tracks here. Trying to shift into 6th for some reason. We have a reasonably good lap. It's a 34.5. I would hope by the time we get to racing on Thursday and Friday that my quali times will be in the 33s. My optimal is, so hopefully I can get down there. I'm sure the fast guys will be in the low 33s in these kind of temperatures. Let's take a look at that lap. Okay, so heading into turn 1. We're braking halfway between the 150 and the 100 meter boards. Stay out as far to the right as you can. Obviously, be aware of the grass at the end of the braking zone there, because that will just send you straight off into the gravel, and it's not what you want to do heading into 1. So hug the apex a little bit on the exit just to open out 2, and again we don't really want to run all the way down to the immediately to the exit curb there. We're going to try and open out 3 as much as we can, and then get back on the throttle as soon as we can, run all the way out to the exit curb. Braking for 4 again is kind of the 150, the imaginary 150 board, down to second, and a little bit of a slide there, up into third, using all the inside curb. You can use this curb, it's fine if you run onto the AstroTurf in front of it, that's an off track. Braking for 6 is, I'm kind of braking on the darker, as the track starts to turn a bit darker. I guess you could brake, it's tough braking zone wise, you just have to get a feel for it, but the braking zone isn't hugely critical because you can miss the first apex and not mess your lap up too much as long as you hit this second one. Then we're running wide but staying clear of the exit curb because we don't want to unsettle the car in braking. Leave it in second now, hug the apex and get back on the throttle as soon as you can. Another bit of a slide there, just left it in second all the way through here, and then up to third. Wait for the nose to point where you want it to, and then this was where I gained an off track. Just got back on the throttle a little bit too early. This AstroTurf is actually part of the track. That's all well and good to use that in the race, and then we want to make sure we get a good exit up the hill, and then this turn is pretty marginal in the Audi. You can see I used all the curb on the inside there, and then to stay flat, we're still nearly running off the track, so just be aware of that. And trying to shift into an imaginary 6th gear. So that's the track guide for Interlagos. I hope there's something useful in there.